Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal continues to maintain a stony silence on the issue of Swati Maliwal being beaten inside the Chief Minister's residence. Today, it was the Delhi LG who stepped in and issued a letter. In fact, he has backed the Aam Aadmi Party MP and also questioned the silence of Arvind Kejriwal on the whole issue. In a statement by Delhi's Raj Niwas, Saxena, who has had a frosty relationship with the Aam Aadmi Party-led government in Delhi, claimed that Maliwal had called him and narrated at length her traumatic experience. However, setting aside all the politics, the LG said the incident is inexcusable and unacceptable. He also said that the stony silence or the conspicuous silence of Arvind Kejriwal has now become very obvious to all. Aam Aadmi Party, though, responded to this by saying the LG's letter in the matter itself is proof that Maliwal is working for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Kejriwal's party said that BJP was coming up with new conspiracy theories every day in the elections, and Modi's sinking ship was supported by, in fact, this entire theory was supported by Atishi. On the other hand, BJP stands behind the LG and said that he has administrative right to question the CM.
LG of Delhi has written a letter to Mr. Kejriwal asking him to at least show some remorse on what happened at his residence. How a woman colleague, a member of parliament of Rajya Sabha, was beaten blue and black at his residence. And there's not a single reaction. Rather, Mr. Kejriwal has been dodging the questions. He has been dodging the people's query on the subject. LG, as a citizen of Delhi, has a right to ask that why has not Mr. Kejriwal condemned and has come clean on the subject. This clearly shows that he is implicated. Mr. Kejriwal is implicated in the case. He is trying to defend a person who has beaten Swati Maliwal, and LG has all the right to ask the question, the valid question. The valid question is that how come in the CM residence, in his drawing room, a woman...
महाराज जेड सिक्योरिटी और किसी जेड सिक्योरिटी वाले के घर के अंदर अगर कोई अवांछित व्यक्ति घुस गया तो उनके सुरक्षा कर्मियों ने एज पर द सिक्योरिटी प्रोटोकॉल क्या कार्रवाई की? 4 दिन बाद उन्होंने ट्रेसपासिंग की रिपोर्ट दर्ज कराई है। विभव कुमार अंदर थे जो टेक्निकली आज की डेट में कुछ नहीं है, ना सरकारी पद पे है ना राजनीतिक पद पे है, और यदि वो मुख्यमंत्री आवास में थे तो क्या उनका अपॉइंटमेंट था? वो अचानक घटना के बाद अदृश्य हो गए, और अदृश्य होने के बाद वो सीधे कहां दिखे कि मुस्कुराइए कि आप लखनऊ में हैं।
अभी पिछले कुछ दिनों में ही हमने देखा किस तरह से स्वाति मालीवाल जी को मोहरा बनाकर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के खिलाफ एक षड्यंत्र रचा गया। किस तरह से उनका इरादा था कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पे आरोप लगेंगे। हमारा मानना है कि स्वाति मालीवाल जी पर उनके एसीबी के केस को लेकर दबाव बनाया गया और उनको इस षड्यंत्र का चेहरा बनाया गया, लेकिन वो षड्यंत्र भी कामयाब नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि जो वीडियो सीएम आवास से निकले उससे पूरे देश ने देख लिया कि जो शिकायत स्वाति मालीवाल जी कर रही थी वो सरासर झूठ है।
All right, Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with political analyst Dr. Akashdeep Muni, who I want to ask the first question today. Even the LG is saying it is most disturbing to note, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, that alleged scene of crime was the drawing room of the Chief Minister even while he was present in the house, and the same was carried out by his closest aide on a lady who was alone. I would have expected, at least for the sake of propriety, my CM would have come clean rather than being evasive and dodgy. His deafening silence speaks volumes of his stance on the safety of women. Itna time ho gaya, sir. Why this deafening silence by the Chief Minister?
Padmaja ji, LG's statement proves that Swati Maliwal and Bharatiya Janata Party are working together. BJP is hatching a conspiracy every other day, and this will continue till the elections. Liquor scam, Swati Maliwal issue, foreign funding, everything. Now this shows that how badly BJP is losing these elections. Modi ji's sinking ship is taking support from Swati Maliwal issue. It is clear. Now I want to ask a counter question. Why there is a stunned silence on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh case on the wrestling daughters by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Why he is silent since months, and why LG, the Delhi police who worked under LG, did not register an FIR, and LG did not force his Delhi police to register an FIR, did not take any action against the commissioner, and sat upon it till the Honorable Supreme Court forced the Delhi police to register an FIR in that particular case. I also want to ask that when the wrestling
this is a classic dodging mechanism. I will again ask you. Fine, you are right. The Prime Minister is quiet on Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, even if he's been denied a ticket. So is Arvind Kejriwal. Has the Prime Minister come out? Has the Prime Minister come out, or the BJP come out, like the Aam Aadmi Party has, to say that the female wrestlers are pawns of the Congress party? Just like the Aam Aadmi Party has reduced Swati Maliwal by calling her a pawn of the BJP. Has the BJP said that anyone, the ladies, the victims in Manipur are pawns of the Congress party? Or is that something that only the Aam Aadmi Party is capable of?
The Aam Aadmi Party did not give a ticket to Bibhav Kumar, but Bharatiya Janata Party gave a ticket to Brijbhushan Sharan Singh's son, who is a de facto.
Sir, are you going to keep doing? Are you going to keep doing what about Reid? Do you really think? Have you heard of anyone? Have you heard of anyone? Anyone at all? Call a victim a pawn. Call a victim a pawn. Let me actually quote to you further from what the LG has said, and then I'll bring in Charu Pragya. Swati Maliwal called up the Lieutenant Governor because he's the Lieutenant Governor, not because he is hand in glove with the BJP and she is hand in glove with the BJP. He says, I have been deeply distressed over the unfolding media narrative over the last few days on the issue of Swati Maliwal at the residence of the Chief Minister. Although Ms. Maliwal has been vociferous, hostile and blatantly partisan towards me and my office, often criticizing me unjustifiably, yet any physical violence and hounding perpetrated on her are inexcusable and unacceptable. She called me yesterday out of sheer anguish, describing at length her traumatic experience and the subsequent intimidation and shaming that she is being subjected to by her own party members. The LG says she has been hostile to me, but this is a matter of principles, Akashdeep Muni. Even somebody she has abused in the past is saying on a matter of principle, at least I'm speaking up.
Padmaja ji, now you have said a statement. Give me 5 seconds to reply. Just 5 seconds. That day when she was dragged on the streets of Delhi supporting women wrestlers, she did call the LG. Did LG give a statement after that? Why didn't he give? Why he was quiet then and why he's speaking now? The country knows that BJP LG has been partisan and he is doing politics again.
Okay, Charu Pragya, LG is partisan.
Instead of discussing what is happening today and right now. According to him, anybody who doesn't align with his ideology is going to be partisan. But that being apart, let's come down to the facts, Padmaja. There are 2 MPs who have been on the side of Swati Maliwal and Sanjay Singh. So tell me, is Sanjay Singh wrong or is Atishi wrong? Because their statements were contrary. And the one who gave the wrong statement, is that person going to resign? My second question is, Sanjay Singh took around 31 hours to take that press conference. In 31 hours, he was not able to out. As an afterthought, 4 days later, when Atishi takes a press conference, that is what sounds like a lie. My point number 3 is, are you blatantly saying that the AIIMS medical report is a lie? If that, can you say that on camera and can you say it officially? My 4th and most important point here is that Bibhav Kumar was actually a man who was kicked out from his job over a year ago. Over a year ago for charges of corruption, for charges of assault. He's got cases pending against him in Noida court. In spite of that, that man continued to hang around your chief minister. In spite of that, in spite of such a big controversy breaking out on one day, he was seen traveling in a high-powered delegation from Delhi to Lucknow for a press conference. And you have nothing to say about that. I'm not on the side of anyone here. And everybody knows that my ideology has never matched Swati's. My point is, why must you victim shame every single time if their ideology does not align with yours? Is that how women are going to be treated?
Charu
And
Pragya, but
lastly and most
Akashdeep Muni and
importantly,
Aam Aadmi
Padmaja,
Party are
the
saying
fact
you
here
also
is their
choose your
stories do
victims
not match.
selectively. Let me quote.
Evidence has been destroyed.
Okay, let me quote to you what Saurabh Bhardwaj is saying.
Absolutely not.
Responding to
Padmaja,
the
you know
Lieutenant Governor, he is saying, सक्सेना साहब आप भूल गए देश के लिए मेडल जीतने वाली पहलवान बेटियां ऐसी जंतर मंतर पर धरने पर बैठी थी, धूप बरसात में बैठी थी, एफआईआर करवानी थी कि भाजपा के सांसद बृजभूषण ने बार-बार उनका शोषण किया था, तब आपके अधीन दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर तक दर्ज नहीं की थी, आप बताइए क्यों नहीं दर्ज की. Essentially he is saying Kejriwal is quiet right now. You were quiet when those ladies were being beaten up by Delhi police and LG was quiet.
Yeah. So, Padmaja, let me finish saying one thing and then I'll come on to the wrestlers. Another important point to note is that evidence was destroyed even here. The CCTV footage has been erased from the Sheesh Mahal. Why did you erase it? Why was a reformatted phone handed over to the police for investigation? Why the need to reformat a phone if you had nothing to hide? Now, coming on to the wrestlers, they have been calling Swati Maliwal a pawn. I'm feeling sad that for the last 1 year, these lady wrestlers have been used and misused by everybody in the opposition. दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में कुछ भी होता है, they hold up the lady wrestlers like some kind of poster girls, and how shameful is that? And everybody knows we have debated sufficiently on every single thing that goes on in this country, whether it was Manipur, whether it was Sandesh Khali, or it was the wrestlers, or today it is Swati Maliwal. I have never been selective. My party has never been selective. What kind of selectivism are you suffering with that even till now, for someone you called Singham Swati, someone who you thought was important enough to be given a Rajya Sabha seat from your party, the only woman to get there in fact, is now, I don't know, untouchable for you. Is that your politics? That is what you're trying to show to the country? And lastly, Arvind Kejriwal is out on bail. He's out on bail to campaign in these elections. The first condition of that bail was to, one, not talk about the liquor scam.
Okay.
He's of course talked about the liquor scam, so that's contempt. But he's indulged himself in another new scam. He gives a statement even if somebody is sneezing. He has nothing to say about what went on in his drawing room under his own nose.
Akashdeep Muni. And how did Vibhav Kumar get into his house from where he was arrested? How can any Tom, Dick and Harry step into the Chief Minister's residence unless it was at the instance of the Chief Minister, which is why he must speak?
Padmaja, he was there.
Why?
He is the PS, personal secretary.
But he's not the personal secretary anymore, is he? Wasn't he removed as the personal secretary? He's not the personal secretary anymore.
Wait a minute.
He was removed as the personal secretary. It's saying Charu Pragya is correcting you. Charu Pragya. He's been removed as personal secretary. What was he doing inside the house?
He has not been on the job since April 2023.
So what was he doing in Chief Minister's residence?
He's unofficially hanging around you and your Chief Minister, and you are allowing it.
Unofficially hanging around.
He was arrested from the Sheesh Mahal. What worse could happen?
Whosoever comes, listen to me, wait a minute. Whosoever comes to my residence has my permission.
Whoever comes is allowed to walk in, and accused who's getting arrested by the police is arrested.
So then answer me this, Akashdeep Muni. Arvind Kejriwal has himself said, Aam Aadmi Party and you have said that nobody can enter the Chief Minister's residence without appointment. Which means that Kumar Bibhav took appointment. Which means that knowing that there is an FIR against Bibhav Kumar for assault on a woman, he was given an appointment and allowed inside the Chief Minister's residence.
See, your logic is so fallible, I cannot comprehend. You know why? Because somebody coming to your house has to take appointment. But somebody who has got permission to be in your residence.
I'll tell you what my logic is. Mr. Muni, please. I'll tell you the logic. If you wanted to protect someone, you should have fought for his job. He was laid off for misconduct.
It's not the office of LG that LG is to come inside. They'll take LG's permission. Okay. So has Swati Maliwal taken appointment from the Delhi Chief Minister? No. Okay. But one point I just want to.
Okay.
We were talking about victim shaming. Now, my dear friend was talking about using women wrestlers. Isn't it victim shaming?
You know, I think your logic and your explanation, the people can see through where you really stand on this. As of right now, the custody of Bibhav Kumar will run out in another 2 days. We'll see what is the kind of evidence the police actually managed to pick up. He's being taken today to Mumbai to find out how, when and if at all he formatted his phone. We certainly hope at some point the Chief Minister will speak up and explain how somebody was allowed to beat a woman in his house as is being alleged. Thanks Charu Pragya, Akashdeep Moni for joining me. Quick break.